Wouldn't it be great if you could get rich playing slots? How about Stinkin' Rich? Now that would be really good. I think it's an excellent name for a slot, so I think an excellent game for us to play first today is Stinkin' Rich. We haven't played it in a while. Let's get Stinkin' Rich.
Let's get rich.
Oh, look at that.
I think so.
Wait,
you need.
wait.
What?
That looks like it should be something.
The keys to rich need to be on a line, but you can.
One line bet?
Oh, well, that's.
What happened?
Is that right?
It's 100 lines times 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's the number of lines times the dollar. Okay.
Well, that feels like if there's 100 lines, that should have been 3 keys to riches, don't you think?
Maybe that's not a line.
I mean, I think the machine probably did it correctly,
I
but
believe
I
it.
understand where you're coming from.
It
So-
felt like it should have been a line.
In this game, you need the keys to riches in the first 3 columns on a pay line.
On a pay line, right?
And the more you get, the more games you get.
Yeah, you really want the big stacks.
Yeah.
We started with 5 grand.
We started with 5,000, yes.
We want more keys than a locksmith, is what we want.
Does this version even have the big stacks? It may not. Other versions do.
Of the keys?
Yeah.
I've played this on a much bigger machine once before. Oh, that was 2 keys to riches. Oh, 1.
And you can get the trash cans in 3, 4, and 5, and there's a different bonus for that. Trash for cash, something like that.
I think the real keys to riches is your network. Don't you think, Vegas Matt?
Oh,
Knowing
yeah.
Good people.
I really think that's deep, and I totally agree. Your network is your net worth.
Oh, that's good.
Because everything is who you know. Like, I've always prided myself on really not knowing anything, but I always know someone who knows. So that's just as good in my opinion.
And yet, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like a good lawyer. It's not what they know; it's what they know how to find things out.
Is there such thing as a good lawyer?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a whole
I
other
find
topic.
them just very expensive generally, and they all get. But I mean, I don't know. They all want these days like $1,000 an hour seems to be about the average. But you think about it. I mean, if you're getting paid hourly, so that's what 40,000.
Hey!
40,000 a week they'd make if they worked 40 hours. What's that? 2 million a year?
It's a lot.
I mean, now at 2 million a year, I guess if you're really, really good, you should earn that. So it seems about fair.
How much do we earn here? Oh, we got a lot of games.
All you need
That's
to know
good.
is that they bill in 6-minute intervals, right?
Yeah. And it's like, wait.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
That's good. And we get the female wild.
Is there a way that this bonus develops it better, or is it just
No.
you're hoping for big line
No,
pays and that's it?
you just want big
Is
five.
it the lady with the mink coat is the best or what?
Isn't it the old dude with the brandy sifter?
No,
Snifter?
it's the grandma. With yeah, right here.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, how many games? 9 left? How are we doing so far?
Haven't won much yet.
Where's the winnage? I can't even see it.
You can retrigger same way as you get the original.
It goes
bonus.
immediately to the credits, huh? The win?
Is that what
Oh,
happened?
how much have we won so far? We've won
420.
Oh, no, it's
never
down
mind.
here. We've won 495, I guess.
50 census.
That's not very good.
This game's
One
like
spin
a living
remaining?
Comic book.
That's a
What's
complete
with the accidental
disaster.
fast spins?
I mean, we won $250.
You get what you get.
I felt like that should have been a lot more. I'm gonna call my lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. You got to find a good one. How about Adam, the attorney from Dallas? He came on our cruise. He's a pretty nice guy.
Now tell me that's not a line.
That's not a line.
Well, it's 5 high. When it's 3 high all the way across, that's 243 possible lines. That makes sense. There's a lot of possible lines.
How many are there? 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5?
5 to the 4th times 3, because it's only 3 in the middle.
Ah, well, how much is that?
So in the first 3 columns, it's what?
5 plus 25 times 3,
It
75.
says 100 lines right here. So
Right,
They're
but
talking about how
are
many ways.
possible?
75
Oh,
times 5
if it
times
were-
5.
Just for the first 3 columns, because it only appears on the first 3, it's 375.
Oh, that's
right?
got to be a line. No way.
Well, only like a quarter of the possibilities are even lines.
Yeah.
Wait, 5 times 5.
And I understood
times
all
3.
of that math.
Did you? 5 times 5 times 3.
75 times 3 is 225. So there's 225 lines in the first 3,
5 times 5 times 3.
so it's a little less than half. Isn't it?
Would that be 75?
Is it 75?
5 times 5 is 25
Oh, so
times 3 is
Well, that
75.
doesn't make sense. That's got to be a line. We've had it like 5 times where it's not a line.
Oh, you know what it is? Because it's not all the possibilities up front. It is all the back end too, right?
This is an unusual math equation. I'm just waiting for you two to figure it out.
Welcome to the math lesson here.
I think we just
that
won
was
something.
$625.
Yeah, that felt like it was something more than the bonus right there.
So 75 times 25.
can't
There we go.
really-
Here's your math lesson today, Matt.
You can't really hear the cool music as much.
Oh yeah.
Is the
let's see.
winnability all the way up?
You might have to go to more games to turn up the winnability.
I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
None of it, huh?
Can you look again?
Let's look together.
All right, let's look. Nope.
Maybe on one of the other games?
Huh.
As long as we don't end up playing this game.
It looks like it's.
Oh,
Looks like it was all the way up.
Good call on the more games, though.
Spent a fair amount of time playing machines.
so this one doesn't have an option to increase it.
But I bet if you changed it on DaVinci Diamonds, it would change it for this one
Well, he
too.
just changed it on DaVinci Diamonds. It didn't change it on this one. You did change. He did move it up.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like the Wolf Peak. Like the buttons work perfect on some of the games on that cabinet, but not on Wolf Peak.
Right. But I think that's just the way that Wolf Peak is.
Wolf Peak's difficult.
So you guys were talking about your network earlier. It made me think of the movie Network. You ever see that movie?
Is that the one about the TV?
Yes.
I think so.
Is that I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore?
It might be.
I've never seen it. I
Classic.
Just know that speech.
They have Cleopatra right over there. You think we can play that too, maybe? That's a game that you can get really big results on.
A lot of people like it. I've seen people playing like 1,000 a spin on that.
Have we ever had a massive guys bonus on it though? Like over $7,500?
I've had really big bonuses on Cleopatra. I actually think it's a fun game. I like Cleopatra 2 a little better.
The one with the escalating multipliers?
Yes. Yeah, it has an escalation clause in the programming. So what is it about garbage that? How is that like a getting rich theme?
They own a waste management company.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know that's a really good business.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it all stinks, right?
Well, it's like everybody has garbage, right? So nobody. Oh, that looked like it should have been something too.
It is true though that boring businesses are usually the most profitable because nobody wants to do them. Everybody wants to own a restaurant. Very, very hard to make a living owning a bar or restaurant. Margins are very small. Labor's hard. But a boring business, washing trash cans, probably a very good business.
Should we make a move or do you want to stay here?
I mean, it looks like we're getting totally wrecked, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we did get the bonus right away, and that's the old bad bonus philosophy. I don't know. I feel like it owes us $1,500. I mean, let's try one more minute here.
Maybe we'll get the trash for cash.
Cleopatra after this?
Yeah.
Doesn't Trash for Cash sound like a game you'd play at a fraternity house?
I
No.
was thinking of cash for clunkers.
There you go.
Oh, I thought Wild should be our piece to riches.
I was in a fraternity. I don't remember us playing trash for cash.
No?
Played other games.
What did you have a secret handshake?
Oh yeah.
Did you get initiated?
I can't tell you. It's secret.
But
How-
did you really have one?
Yes, we did. We
Do you
had a
feel
password.
strongly about not telling people still? Like, are you passionate about that?
I mean, for enough money, I would tell you.
But that would be breaking your word.
I mean, it's all silly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
It's kind of like magic, though. As soon as you know how the guy gets the ball in the cup, it's just like, oh, it's just kind of dumb. It's never super satisfying. Same thing with the secret
Oh, that looks
handshakes.
like really good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not quite as good as the last one, but it's
Wow,
still
look at this game. Oh, good thing we didn't quit.
You need a big wild stack like that with grandmas all the way around.
good. So if somebody else who was in your fraternity told someone the handshake, would you be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it? Or would you not care?
Now that I'm in my 40s, no, I mean, I wouldn't feel real strongly. But it's like, I don't know, at one point in your life, you made a pledge to keep these things secret. I think it's kind of, yeah, you should keep your word. Your word is your bond, right? It was much
Fair.
more important to me at 18 than it is in my 40s, but you know.
Did they make you like sit on the ice naked and wear a hood over your head and do anything weird during your initiation, or can you not talk about that either?
I did the gallon challenge.
What's that?
Consumed a gallon of milk in an hour.
Really?
I was able to successfully complete that. That's tough, too.
Is it? It's
You
like
didn't do
eating
the
saltines.
Yeah.
Dude, were you there at the saltine challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
He was the instigator.
For a minute, I was gonna win 15,000 from WBG.
I thought
We decided to
WBG
back
had an
off that.
angle on that.
I thought so too. He seemed so sure of himself. He said we were drawing dead.
Hey,
Oh, for
idiots.
crying out sakes!
I'm gonna take another stab at that one of these days.
Are you training? Are you in
No,
practice?
I don't think I've eaten a saltine since that day.
I barely did 3, and I won I think $100 at that. But 3's hard. At 6, I think is got to be impossible. No one has that much saliva.
No, the first one's pretty good, and then the second one you start to eat it, and there's this big dough ball in your mouth.
Yeah,
And
it's ridiculous.
I ended up swallowing like a very large dough ball at the end, though, right
Took
on,
a risk, huh?
right on the bubble.
damn,
Yeah, and
yeah.
especially after having my esophagus surgery, that was probably dumb. I probably could have choked.
But you know what? I like it. You're up to the challenge. You got some self-respect. I like it. Pushing yourself.
How funny would it have been if like YouTuber dies on live stream eating saltines?
You think you could do the gallon challenge today?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That seems like that would be very, very unpleasant.
Especially as a vegan. You'd probably throw up.
Yeah, a gallon of almond milk.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
got to be a
gotta
line.
be.
No, for crying out sake. Well, that
They won't
bonus is
even
a
touch
disaster anyway. Oh, it was right there. Do you see it?
Yeah.
It seems like there's big line pays, but I also feel like we just had a nice couple of line. What do we say? 2,500
Okay.
floor. Give you another chance here, Stinking Rich. Let's get Stinking Rich.
That would not stink.
The best symbol pays 40 times the worst symbol on 5 of a kinds. 40
Is
times.
that a lot?
That's a lot.
So 5 of a kind old ladies, we can see it up here.
Oh,
They pay 10,000, so $5,000 for one. And if you have a stack of wilds, you could get multiple, right?
Well, that's why.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's only
That's good.
I think
That's
it's.
really good.
I think it's just
It is?
10,000.
Oh yeah.
what's good about
It's
it?
times 1.
Why is it any better than anything else?
You just have a bunch of lines that go through there.
And then so that
think
gives
it's
you
like
more
20.
games.
Yeah.
50 senses.
Oh, I was way off.
Wow.
Really good.
Yeah.
You were way off. I'm glad.
I actually was.
But I mean, you have an understanding of it at least, and that puts you ahead of me by a long shot.
What did you predict it was?
Good.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
there you go.
So we need ladies. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the old grandma lady.
Honestly, the skunk wilds. I mean, if you get a bunch of those, it's just gonna be great.
Oh, that trash
You
for
know.
cash is a blocker. I bet.
She's on Rodeo Drive.
Idiot.
How come you do that in the bonus and not other times?
I did it other times too. It's one of those buttons on these kind of games. They're different. There's like a slight delay when you push the button, so sometimes I think it didn't push. We can re-trigger, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, still have a lot of road ahead of us. We've only won 580 so far. That wasn't the line, I take it. Okay, that should be something. I guess we need the wilds in row 2, huh? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, but you really need 5 of a kind.
Okay, how about that?
That looks like something.
Some garlic.
$15.95 so far. Okay.
Oh,
Blocker, huh? That middle thing was all clogged up with nothing, huh?
oh, that's nothing.
Scatter.
Oh, come on. 9 games left. Okay.
You're never out of it in Stinking Rich.
Oh, 4 of a kind, that guy. That
was good.
that was decent. 6 games left. Okay. Oh, that. All the wilds in the middle there. That's brutal. Okay,
Oh,
that's got to be big.
That's big.
Oh yeah,
Well
wilds
done.
in the middle. Wow, that's got to be just a massive, huh?
Back to Front Street.
Way on Front Street. Oh, I knew I liked this game. I like the title. All right, how we doing? 0 games left. Look at that, huh?
I knew I liked this game, he says.
Cleopatra now, huh?
How much did we win?
1635. Yeah, you can't change that.
What is it? Oh, $5 denoms, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I like big
It's a big
knobs.
jump. It's 45 or 90 on this game.
How much are we betting?
45.
Oh, okay.
Maybe let's do good and try some 90s.
I like the 45 because this is the type of game where you can win a lot, I believe. And so you might as well, like what's the difference between 45 and 90? A lot versus a hell of a lot.
Approximately $45.
Yeah,
100%.
twice as much maybe.
Charming.
So in this game, you need 3 of the Sphinxes to get the bonus.
Yes.
The sphincters.
And this is Cleopatra 1,
Oh.
not Cleopatra 2.
Do we have?
Cleopatra 2 is interesting because you can't bet much on it. You can only bet like $20.
That's because the potential payout is so massive, guys, right?
Do they have that here or no?
They used to?
I don't think they do anymore.
Yeah.
I like that noise. I
I want to hear it 3 times.
Yeah, that noise.
Do you get more games if you get it 5 times?
Charming.
Or just
I
money?
would imagine.
I think it's more money, but it could be more games.
How much does that say?
6,000.
So we're still winning.
Yeah.
That was cool about Stinking Rich. I think we might have played that just right, you know?
Yeah, but you had good instincts there. You
Yeah.
got to give credit where credit is due.
Oh, I'll take it. They're gonna make me.
Yeah, very in tune with the machine and what it would be doing.
I like how you get paid on 2.
Close bonus.
Yeah. But it's like I'm not sure why this is wildly popular. It just has to be because people have won insane amounts of money on it, and then it becomes their favorite game, and they play it forever.
I think it's a compelling game. I don't know. I like the music.
Charming.
And they say charming. Everyone likes to be called charming.
I personally don't tend to love games where like you just lose most of the time, but there's a huge potential. I like a little less volatility than that.
There is a sweet spot though, for sure.
Yeah.
Because like Golden Goddess, you just break even for 45 minutes. It's like, okay, who cares?
Yeah. It's like in video poker, there's jacks are better and triple double, and most people like the double double. That's kind of the sweet spot.
Is triple double more volatile than double double?
Far more, like
Oh.
twice as much.
And it's just because what? The 4 aces pays the same as a royal?
Yeah. And 2s, 3s, or 4s with a kicker pays half a royal.
They take it from what, the 3 of a kind? Or
Yeah,
and you don't get paid anything on 2 pair on either. So it must. What about the flush and the full house? Are those less than double double as well?
Those tend to be the same, but the 3 of a kind will pay 2 instead of 3, and you get a lot of those.
Yeah, that's bad.
What do you guys think the percentage of time on a game where you get like the great result, how often when you play that game is the right balance? Like Dragon Cash, what do you, 1 in every 10 times?
10. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It feels like Dragon Cash, 1 in every 10 times you get the big school or something awesome.
Yeah, if it's much longer between big hits,
It's like I don't want to play this game 30 times to try and get a good result.
Well, I guess it depends because
But then also in between on Dragon Cash with the small schools and stuff, you break even a lot too, and sometimes you get wrecked.
you get wrecked a lot. Sometimes I can't tell you how many times I put $5 in Dragon Cash and just had it eat it up, even at 25 a spin, and get nothing. I mean, it happens.
what was our low water mark on?
1,500, real close, dangerously close to 1,500, like 1,700 when we got that first hand or line, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
That sounded good. Now, were the Cleopatras are just like big wilds or what? Like
Wild
why
doublers, aren't they?
Yeah, so that's why it made a noise, like ding ding to them.
I'm pretty sure if you get 5 of kind wilds, it's massive.
is it ding ding or ding dong?
Yeah, I don't know. It made a noise.
You ever play Ding Dong Ditch? And I think we talked about this before.
Yeah. Nowadays, you probably get shot if you do that. Plus, you'll be on the ring camera, and so it kind of ruins the fun of it.
Foiled again. I think I remember you saying that you were a big Ding Dong Ditcher, weren't you, EJ?
Not a huge ding dong ditcher, but we talked about this last time. We talked about this.
Yeah.
And I said I did taping back in the day.
Oh, that's right.
What's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that?
I never heard about that. Where you put the
You put duct tape upside, like sticky side up on the road, and then when a car drives over it, it makes it sound like they have a flat tire.
I think W2 told me about his old favorite, the rope trick. Was that you?
The invisible rope trick.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very strong. Are you guys familiar with the invisible
Yeah.
rope trick?
No.
Get it?
Yeah, invisible rope.
Yep.
Ah.
you and your buddy stand on either side of the road, and when the car's coming up, you do like a big 1, 2, 3, and then you both like pull, like you're pulling a big rope up, and the car slams on their brakes. I mean, you don't have anything, but it looks like you do.
Yeah.
It's like those guys, the sidewalk artists who will use chalk or whatever and make what looks like
that's
stairs
cool.
that go down, and you watch people walk up to it and they freak out.
No.
That's impressive.
It's
that people can
it's
do that.
really cool. I love that sidewalk art.
Yeah, even the dogs will like freak out with some of that, right?
Do you ever see, I was thinking along the lines of things that you see on the interwebs, which I spend a lot of time looking at the interwebs, and like that one funny kid that dresses up like a Boy Scout and then just says the most hysterical things, like he's selling beer on the, instead of a lemonade
I was
stand.
just gonna ask about that.
That is the Man Show
Man Show.
boy from
Yeah.
the Man Show. Yeah,
That
Adam
kid.
Carolla in his ear, telling him what to say.
Oh God, he'll be like,
so
hey, like he'll walk up to like a 35-year-old lady, and then he'll be like,
walk by.
hey, do you old ladies need help across the street?
Yeah.
And then watch their reaction being called old, and
I'm supposed to help old ladies cross the street for a merit badge.
yeah.
My favorite's when people walk by when he's selling beer and he's like, "Hey, can I pour you guys too?" And they're like, people freak out. They're like, "What? There's this 12-year-old kid offering to sell me a beer, like a lemonade stand?"
That kid is he's got just incredible balls, the stuff he says.
And then he's got a fake ID and he's trying to buy beer and dirty magazines and stuff. It's like clearly 12.
Some of those ones, like somebody, if they haven't already, is going to get unalived.
I was about to say
from one
that,
of those, because, like, the guy
some
that-
of the prank stuff is a little too serious, but that kind of stuff seems relatively innocent and funny.
But the guy that like goes with a clear backpack in the
To a
in the
dangerous
hoo-
area,
in the
yeah.
hood with a backpack full of money.
Enchanting.
I mean, it's just like, and I've seen like situations. I saw a guy get punched in the face today, for one.
Today.
I mean, a video,
gotcha.
I don't know when it happened, but like this guy just decked him in the face when he was doing a prank. Like, that doesn't seem worth it to me.
Or the guys who wear something very provocative on the front of their shirt and then the back of it says something completely different. Like when you read it together, like it's very funny.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
The fake phone calls on the escalators are funny.
Enchanting.
Oh, when the girls like
Yeah,
said,
says
she's
weird
hysterical.
stuff.
That's in Vegas too. She's
Yeah.
going down the elevator saying this stuff. Yeah, she says some very clever things.
My favorite's the guy who does phone crashing. Like he'll be sitting at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll sit down next to somebody who's on the phone, and he'll act as if he's on the other end of the
Okay,
call.
he's saying the same thing you're
Yeah,
saying.
like, yeah. Oh, you landed too? Oh, yeah, I landed too. Yeah. Are you gonna pick me up? Oh, yeah, I'll be there to pick
And
you
then
up.
they say something. He's like, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, people get pissed.
I like it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I would just-
Cleopatra, no good?
yeah,
or-
it's a complete disaster. Whose idea was
Good
this?
thing we're not betting 90, huh?
Why didn't we stay on Stinking Rich? People are going to say that. Why did you leave the good game?
Why did we?
I don't know. It wasn't my decision. I went to take a picture. I came back and we were gone. I would have said stay.
Should I start looking for a question?
I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. I was thinking.
2,500 floor?
Yeah,
That's
what
we're
I
at.
would.
it.
Spin.
I'll have
Floor.
it ready for the next one. Then.
All right, next game.
Tiger and Dragon now. If you look down here, you can see that it says higher bet equals better odds for jackpot. So it looks like we're going to be betting 75.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's 10 census is the biggest
it's the
denom?
only denom.
Oh, okay. So how many 10 census is that?
750.
Oh, all right. Is that a higher bet?
75.
Higher than 50.
But if it's the only denom, that's the least bet that there is there.
No,
There are smaller bets on that denom.
you can bet 750, but you don't have as high of odds for jackpot. As it
Oh,
says.
okay.
That's what I was explaining.
Oh, 75 to 500. So,
But do you think that's kind of silly because the jackpot is 103 grand no matter how much you're betting? So like, yeah, you got to be more likely to hit it when you're betting more, right?
Maybe they're just saying.
oh, this is one of those very perceived progression deals.
Maybe they're just saying that it has a better return and you're more likely to hit something big.
So as promised, I did locate a question of the day from the YouTube comments.
You keep your promises. You probably would never give away the secret handshake either, so I like it.
I mean, probably not.
So question of the day. Let's hear it.
All right.
We need it.
I thought so. That's where I was going. So I
It always
scoured the
works.
comments.
Scoured the globe.
22 Chad MTEW says, WBG question of the day, Matt, any updates on your jet search or thoughts about flying private more regularly? There's a big business aviation conference in Vegas this October. Would be a great chance to check out aircraft if you're still considering ownership or charter options. Would you like to tag along? I guess this person is offering to take you to this conference.
Well, that is an excellent question of the day. I am one of these people that when I get my mind on something, it happens. And let me tell you that the whole private aviation thing is very interesting. And I think it's an industry where there's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of inefficiencies. I think eventually there's going to become like an Uber type company that's going to write some software that is going to coordinate all the jets and all the tail numbers and all the traffic. And I can't believe it's not done yet, and make that more efficient, because it's still, if you want to charter a plane or buy a jet card, there's such a huge swing in the pricing from one company to the next and so forth. And I want to get a bonus here and think at the same time. I've looked into it so much, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer. And so, yeah, I believe that eventually we will probably have either all or part of our own jet, or a really good deal with a charter company. We do have Kyle the pilot,
I was wondering if you were going to bring Kyle the pilot up.
who's phenomenal, who's a good friend of ours, who's been on cruises, and he has a 5-seater plane, which isn't optimal, but can bring the 4 of us and him. But oftentimes when we travel, there are additional people involved and a lot of luggage, and it's really close on the weight with him. But we have a good arrangement with him. He likes to go places that we go, and I have other pilots that I've gotten to know, and other people that own jets, and I've met with lots of charter companies, and then there are existing and future partners of the Vegas Mat team that are being actively persuaded to see the logic
By you.
of buying a jet. Dang it. Okay, well, now we got to win something big here. Ready?
It's definitely possible on this game.
Now, EJ, if I recall correctly, you like the Tiger bonus better, right?
Yeah, the Tiger is the hold and spin, where you can get 5 of the values across. I like that. I think they're better together.
Sure.
Better together.
Most-
Is that a saying? Better together.
That's a song, yeah.
Most of the money in this game is in the double pop. Here we go.
Hey, the Gong Show.
Are you going to go to that conference or not?
What do we get?
Come on.
We kind of got hosed there.
That's really bad.
I've been to several of these trade shows and stuff. I actually already feel like I possibly know more about jets than most of the salespeople in the industry. It's some of the worst salespeople I've ever run into in my life. Have had a couple of situations where if it were me that was the salesman involved, a transaction would have taken place. Like, I would have closed the deal, but they managed to find a way to screw it up. Come on now. The old hyper-perceived progression. So I don't know that there's anything I'm going to learn at a conference. Now it's really just a question of finding the right partners and the right situation and the right airplane. Lately, it's funny, one thing that's been happening is I keep, this almost counts as question of the day stuff right here. Oh, idiot.
What?
Why not that one?
Wow.
Okay.
80 bucks.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
32 bucks. All right, we're making some headway now.
Yeah. Something interesting that's happened is that the jet that is appropriate, the budget keeps getting higher and higher and higher. Like there was a time initially where I was thinking like, oh, let's get one of these little fellas, and
Say little fellers.
like these little ones that now, like I think we could probably get one just based on our current situation, but it's too small. It's not comfortable enough. It doesn't fly high enough. There's all these different things. Like there was one that I thought was like really perfect, but it has to fly at an altitude like where all the commercial airlines fly, so you don't get as good of routings as you can get if you get one that can go higher and faster, and fuel efficiencies and newer this, that, and the other thing. And it's just getting to the point where I just need to get like a really, really, really good one.
This is something I never knew. So private jets can fly
higher than the commercial
Is
traffic
that
flies
right?
in like the 30,000s.
I would never have thought that.
And then you get these ones that fly at like 41 and higher, and they can just fly above all the commercial traffic, and they fly above a lot of the weather, so it's a better flying experience. Then range is a thing.
Oh, yes.
Look at the ride.
What does that
It
mean?
never fails, even when it's a million hours long here.
Well, there's a lot to be discussed about
Yeah.
jets, you see. What is
Come
this?
on, both. Give us
Both.
both.
How about we just get the dragon?
How can you be certain?
Yeah, we can. The topsy-turvy world.
I mean, if he knew, he couldn't tell us.
All right, let's get at least 2 4-of-a-kinds.
Yes, at least.
How about a 5 of a kind?
Come on.
What the heck? Is that all? Or does
Not good.
it ever go down any further?
No.
So this is it.
There we go. We got one.
Those
You
are all
kind of accelerate
complete
this.
disasters?
Oh, whoa, that was fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of arrows up there, but they don't necessarily move it much.
They can move really slow sometimes too. Like if all 3 of those arrows move that fast, we're rich.
Yeah, well, it's starting at 800 bucks.
1200, 1900.
Alright.
Drum roll.
21. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
But the rest of those are just Sandos, right?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
They're gonna make ya.
Well, one of those lines was 25 of 2,800.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hopefully we get 2 4-of-a-kinds.
You were dead on accurate on that one, boy.
You want to keep playing this?
I don't know. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
What about you?
So how expensive are you talking for one of these high fly-in?
High flying.
Yeah.
I think we're up to approximately the 12 to 15 million
Wow.
range.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my philosophy. Kind of like with exotic cars. If you can't afford 2, you can't afford 1.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna involve a sponsorship deal at some level, or a partnership with, like with someone who's just ridiculously rich and enjoys our company and enjoys gambling. And it's going to be a hybrid deal. We're certainly not buying that, but we could be involved. And you're right. And the other thing that's interesting is that the operating cost is similar regardless of the aircraft. They all run like between, oh, here we go.
Oh, that's good. Wow, it's moving and grooving.
Do that again.
$720?
Take it.
Blazed at plus 300.
Like a little fella, maybe a couple grand an hour, whereas a bigger one, 4,500 an hour. As far as like as you're in the air, how much fuel you burn and so forth. But the cost of having 2 pilots on staff and the engine contracts and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you're looking at about $1 million a year, no matter what the aircraft
that's
is.
a lot.
And that's a lot.
Your idea about like an Uber type situation seems perfect, right? If something like that existed, where you could have the use of a jet like that anytime you wanted, any type of jet you want. Like, right, you can pick if you want a black car, or XL, or an economy car, where you can just open up an app and say, oh, today I need a 5-passenger, tomorrow I need a 7-passenger.
Well, there's some, I mean, they exist to some degree. Like, all the charter people have access to information. It's like, okay, but every plane, and if it got to the point where to the owners the deal was better, and they're like, hey, I'm going to be in Vegas for 3 days, staying at the Wynn. If somebody's going to use my jet and I know that they're going to, it's going to be handled, be my pilots, I got to pay for them to stay in a hotel anyway and eat, let someone else pay that, and as long as my jet's back by Sunday morning, if someone wants to fly it over to, Phoenix or to New York and back over the weekend, I don't care as long as the damn thing is clean and when it gets back. And if the efficiencies were there and enough of the money went to the owners to make it where they could count on it, and enough owners said, okay, yeah, fine, I'll fire it in that pool, it could work. And then it's just, there's a lot of regulations. Obviously, safety's a massive thing in the jet business. And there's different.
It doesn't sound like you've done much research on this.
Or have much passion about it.
Yeah.
And then there's like Part 91 and Part 135, and whether you can and can't charge for passengers and blah 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 blah.
Because it's like commercial versus private.
And then if you do charge, then you become an airline, and then there's a whole other set of regulations and expenses and.
Dragon!
Come on.
So I kind of have a radical opinion. Like, cars, like, you don't even really need to own a car. I mean, a lot of people do, obviously. There's millions of cars all over the place. But over 95% of the time, you're not using your car. So it feels like a plane is going to be the same kind of thing, right? You own it and you pay for a lot of downtime when you're not using it.
Oh, yeah. And you can they go forever. I mean, and you just have to do the maintenance and whatnot, but they're meant to be flown. You look at the commercial ones, they keep those dang things in the air non-stop. So, yeah, it's really just going to be a matter of just someone creating the efficiency and doing a big Uber-esque deal on
EJ,
planes.
get on that business. Your dad needs another business.
Well, it seems like you would just need to write the software for all the empty legs and tracking all that, and
It's more than that because that's already been done. There's other complications and stuff that have to be figured out, and it has to be the right person to put it together. Like, I mean, Uber sounds incredibly simple now that it's in existence, but getting traction and getting it going and getting it to the point where everybody uses it and there's a right amount of drivers and cars and customers, getting that thing to initially get traction is like virtually impossible. And you just have to have the right person who has the money and the credibility. You know, it has to be someone like, you know, Facebook or Google or Amazon, or someone decides, hey, let's get in the jet business and do a deal with every single jet owner, or buy, you know, 500 jets and, you know, cater to every person who would pay. Like, look at how successful JSX is, and how much we enjoy JSX, you know? And didn't you say the other day they should just raise their price a little bit more?
I mean, yeah, it's almost, it's not that much more.
And it's such a better experience. So the next level of JSX is private travel being more efficient.
You just need to get
what should we call it? I think a good name is always the good first step.
Yeah.
Uber, like flight Uber.
Pluber, yeah. Well,
It's like Fubar.
Yeah, there you go. That one instills a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
we should call it, I don't want to lose 10 grand or I won't be able to afford a jet. We need to get the Tiger bonus.
Let me ask you this, Matt. So
Go
if
ahead.
I'm in Las Vegas for a week at the Wynn and my jet's just going to be sitting here, does the economy make sense for me to let a guy who wants to go from Omaha to Philadelphia, like to fly it to Omaha, pick him up, take him to Philadelphia? and
that's-
then bring the jet back to Vegas for me. Would that make sense for him?
Well, you'd have to like, what's the closest jet to, Omaha? I mean, in the perfect world, somebody's in Vegas who wants to go back to Omaha. And it's like, oh, there's 6 of us, and if the price is right, I'll go to Omaha. And then it would have to have someone in Omaha that wants to go to Vegas, and it would just have to.
Yeah, luck has arrived.
I know who would be perfect at this. I'll tell you right after this.
Go ahead. After these messages.
Double.
Double, please.
Tiger. Tiger.
What do you mean, Tiger? Ah, idiot.
All right, 2 4-of-a-kinds this time.
Is it a
Come
triple
on.
dragon though, or
How
just?
about 1 5-of-a-kind?
I think if you get 3, it just auto. You don't have to rely on the pop. It just gives it to you.
Yeah, the hold and spin would be better. But if we get a couple 4-of-a-kinds here, we're in better shape. Those 1-of-a-kinds are no good.
No, they're a complete stando.
Well, that's a complete disaster right there. Is it going to be the top row again? Oh,
Complete disaster.
I wasn't even showing that. I apologize.
Well, you can get double digits.
how much do you think it's going to be? Probably like $1,000.
Not even.
Well, 3 of the rows have.
Depends
no
how high
picture.
this one goes.
Not very good. That is not luck has arrived worthy, I would argue.
Well, I suppose if you don't get luck as arrive, you get another. We have 3,500. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know. Play a good game,
Stinking rich? One more time?
or something else. Yeah. All right, we landed on checkered flag.
Oh yeah?
To
Let's
try to
hope
get
we
even
get
here.
to cross the goal line or with money.
Lucky 75.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know who I think would be really good at the logistics for aircraft like that?
I give up.
A company
Big
like
Mike.
A company like U-Haul.
Oh,
Because they're really good at it. They get the product where it needs to be. Their trucks and their whatever they're called, trailers.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
No, I
okay.
think so. I think it's a company going to be like that. Like, I don't know, like one of the freight companies.
So how much does it cost right now to charter a 12-passenger jet?
Oh, I mean, my jet card, I think probably in the.
That would've been good.
It depends. There's all kinds of different specials and different things and blah blah blah. But somewhere in the probably 8,000 to 9,000 an hour range.
And what do you think that it could get to?
I could probably get down.
If
There's
it
probably
was as efficient as
there's probably like
possible.
1,000 or 2 of fat in every hour, in my opinion.
So it's still.
It's always going to be expensive. It's not an inexpensive. I mean, the gas alone is more obviously than most people would want to spend. But again, if you have 12 guys, you know what I mean, and you're going on a trip that's 4 hours, let's say it costs you 40 grand. What's that? 3 grand per guy, and you're in a sick jet, 3 grand each way. 12 times, right? 12 times 3 is 36,000. You could probably fly, here to Atlantic City for $36,000. If you had 12 guys splitting the bill, it's not that bad.
I got a question.
Yeah.
On
Still hard to make that make sense.
I got a question on etiquette. Like on Uber, you're expected to give a tip to your driver. On the jet, are you like kind of got a palm of 20 on the handshake on the way out?
I asked that because I was like, man, I've already, paid an absolute fortune for this trip. And then, the pilots are always really cool, and they meet you and they take your bags and, load. One of the co-pilots usually loads your bags and unloads your bags and stuff, and then they come in and tell you the safety briefing and whatnot if it's a flight that doesn't have a flight attendant on it. And so what I've been told is they really appreciate it if you give them a couple $100 at the end of a flight. They say that a lot of times they don't. Sometimes they get more. But if you're, as a general rule, if you give the pilots a couple $100 for helping out, if they do a good job, they're appreciative.
100 each.
Yeah, that's what I was told by a pilot guy when I asked him that question. We're getting wrecked.
This game can be awesome or very tough.
Well, right now it's been tough.
And right, does this go down as the longest WBG's question of the day to date?
It's a very complex issue.
What's something Matt's clearly quite passionate about?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Mr. Greedy.
Yeah. It's still, I can't get my head around the economics. It doesn't seem like it's I don't know.
I mean, look at
Like, how would a 4-hour flight to Atlantic City on a whatever 6-passenger jet compare to first class?
I mean, it's going to be a hell of a lot more, but it's also, as you know, because you've done it a few times, it's infinitely better. It's like it's night and day difference in experience. It's vastly more efficient. We just blazed it.
Speaking of efficiency,
I saw you notice that. You know, you leave when you want, and come on, and you don't have to go through TSA. I mean, you spend 2 hours in an airport.
yeah, if you put a high value on convenience,
And your
it
time.
definitely makes it
And then you got, I mean, you know, you got 40% rough numbers in taxes. It's a business expense, you know, so take 40% off of everything right there. You got the depreciation if you're that guy actually buying the plane. All that goes into play, and at some level, it makes sense. Most 99.9% of the people, it does not make sense. Come on.
So you get the tax write-off on the first class ticket as well. Isn't that also a business expense?
True, yeah, it is.
We are getting wrecked.
Yeah, we did. We just got totally wrecked. Halftime report, it's not over yet. EJ saying I'm an unrelatable disaster. That's not really true. It's good to have dreams. It's out of my league. It's too expensive. It's something that intrigues me. My whole life, I've always thought big. You know, people call me crazy, etc. And I say to my young people watching, if you have a dream, you know, dream big dreams. Small dreams have no magic. And you can do whatever you set your mind to, even if it sounds crazy. So EJ, hopefully I don't get a bunch of people saying, oh, you're so unrelatable talking about jets. That's not the point. Someone asked, it is something I've mentioned that I really want. I don't have it yet. I'm not trying to be irresponsible. And I will perhaps revolutionize the entire aviation industry. How about them apples? Let's win at Ultimate X. All right, we're going to need to fire in there 50 cents if we want to win.
Dollars, as you mean.
I mean dollars.
Yeah, we went to the high limit tables and they were all occupied. So we're gonna have to do a video poker get even or get
Let's
even
just
worse.
get a quick royal and then we're even.
we can do it.
That was weird.
Is the speed
Still a
good?
good start.
I got
Yeah,
Delta
that's good.
Royal a couple days ago. Why not you today, EJ?
Aren't those Delt Royals amazing?
It's crazy. That thing just
Aces
locks
and
up.
5. Yeah, it doesn't, you don't even have to hold it. It just gives it to you. Like
Yeah, you're all ready to hold the cards, and you're just like, what's going on? The machine's going nuts.
it makes
Starts playing music.
makes the coolest noise. It's like, you know, it makes like a no. Oh, I love that noise. One of the best noises. And there's some good noises out there in the world, but that's what. That's one of the best.
Did you say there's some good noises out there in the
Yeah,
world?
he has a dirty mind.
Some of these noises are a total disaster.
Yeah, not this noise. This is the greatest noise.
We need
Boy, that's a bad hand.
we need an interesting hand here for all the
People who don't like video poker.
we need like a 4-door royal or something exciting.
Yeah. So you need to get a. Oh, okay, wait. No,
No?
No,
7.
just queen jack. So what? Explain what these multipliers are all about for people who may not know.
Well, I'll tell you. All
right.
Oh, that's so we have no
Go ahead.
multipliers now because we got nothing in the hand before. But anytime you get a pair of jacks or better, you get a 2x multiplier. If you get a 3 of a kind, you get a 4x multiplier. If you get a et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all the way up to a full house, you get a 12x multiplier. We are getting wrecked.
And those multipliers apply on the subsequent
On
hand.
subsequent hand, yeah, on that row. So for example, here we have a 3x. We're botching this. Hold on. It's hard to play and explain at the same time, huh? Ace, king, 9. Small pairs are invisible to us. King. Okay, we're really getting wrecked. $1,200 down. 8, 10, jack, queen, because straights are so valuable. We didn't get any. Okay, here we go. 2 pair. Let's get some full houses. Okay, so we get 12x next hand on this. Now we just need a royal.
That's good.
Okay, that's really good. Both of them. Full houses, full houses, full houses. No full houses. That's not good. Ace, king. No, ace, king, royal.
Listening and playing is also difficult, I'm finding.
Yeah, well, it is. A lot of things are difficult.
I would say, can you walk and chew gum? But I know you don't chew gum.
Yeah,
Not
you,
like
you
gum.
do not like gum. You didn't really finish that thought the other day, but it is true, man. You got to think about it. When someone's chewing gum when you're talking to them, I don't know. It just is kind of gross, and it just seems disrespectful. And why is it that we hate people chew gum so much?
Everything about gum, in my opinion, is a disaster.
Yeah,
Have a breath mint or floss more regularly.
yeah, something.
But nobody wants to look at a gross piece of goo with your spit all over it, rolling around in your mouth while you're talking to them, and then people throw it out or they put it under a table and you want to move the table and you touch it.
Well, that is very gross.
It gets in people's hair. Have you ever stepped in gum and you just hate the person who spit the gum
Yes.
out?
Do you
I have.
realize that most casinos, they don't sell gum in the gift shops?
Yeah, because it's a disaster.
Because it's hard to clean up.
Yeah.
A lot of people just eject it from their mouth right onto the ground. Very irresponsible.
And yeah,
But the piece of goo was very descriptive. A goo with saliva all over it, swirling around your mouth while I'm trying to talk to you. I have no interest in looking at it. Remember there was, when I first met Annie's husband, now husband, the first time we ever met him, he was chewing gum when I met him. Right? I guess he was nervous, whatever, he was chewing gum. And the first words, amongst the first words out of my mouth to him when I met him, it was, "Don't chew gum."
You're going to marry my daughter,
Yeah.
you can't.
And I was like, that's an interesting thing to say when you first meet a dad. Yeah.
but I just, I'm not
you
into
do
the
not
gum.
like gum. It's almost more strongly than I feel about cigarettes. You know.
Because it ruins your shoes.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
We need some common sense gum control.
Any other good stories when you met Annie's boyfriends or anything over the years? Like, did you have the talk with the guy taking her to the prom, anything like that?
No, but it's just weird because nobody wants to think about what these guys are doing to your dog. You know what I mean? And I mean, there was this one guy that I just was such
All
a
right, here
Come
we
on.
go.
Jack of spades.
Not even a full house.
Yeah, I'm just glad that she ended up marrying and meeting a nice guy and all that because she had a couple of guys that were just complete disasters. And I don't know.
One of them rolled the side by side, right?
Oh yeah, well, that's also me being stupid. But we had all these. What do you call them? We used to have those
Side by
quads.
sides.
No, we used to have quads.
Quads, yeah.
And then we got a flat tire one time. We were in Havasu in one of the quads. So we went to go get the flat tire fixed. And instead of getting the flat tire fixed, I bought two $20,000 side-by-sides when they first came out. So we take these side-by-sides back home, and then within about 5 minutes, this guy, he rolls the thing and, just totally demolishes it. And then, there was like barely an apology or any whatsoever offer to pay for his idiocracy. And I don't know, that just annoyed me, but I'm not sure what the protocol is there when you're using people's shit and you wreck it. But yeah, he was an idiot. Yeah, she was, but I mean, it's not like I'm a saint, so she probably got some of my DNA in her, and God.
Probably.
Yeah, who knows?
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully, yeah, that's weird to think
probably?
about. Right, so I'm saying it's like you can't expect if you're a complete lunatic to have kids that are normal. I mean, you guys are both, a hell of a lot better than I am, but at least you got some balance with your mom. But I think
Mom must have some very powerful genetics.
yeah, but I mean, it's just there's a lot of things about her that are annoying too, and I think what happened, you guys got really lucky, is you got kind of a hybrid of the best of both worlds of us. Some not my worst characteristics and not her worst characteristics, and so I'm really digging a hole here. She knows what I mean. I don't think she watches this stuff anyway.
She does.
She does?
Oh, yeah.
Who? Annie or Mom?
Annie watches every
No,
single.
Annie, but not. I don't think Mom does. And Annie, just don't tell Mom about this conversation. I mean, she knows what I mean. But I don't know. Who do you think's better?
Ace or
kid,
Straightbush?
generally speaking, you or Annie?
It's hard to compete against the grandchild.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
you're a complete disaster in the grandchild department.
I like getting two pairs in this game.
What's that?
I like that we're getting two pairs in this game.
Yeah.
I'd like to be winning in this game. We need to get something huge. It's just like, what's similar about this to slots is you're basically playing and getting gradually wrecked, and then every once in a while you get a jackpot. And in this case, the big jackpot is the Royal, And I wonder.
Ace king?
You know, you get a dealt full house. Like I think one time I got a dealt full house followed by 4 aces. That was nice, massive.
48,000, yeah.
Something in that department, yeah.
Let's get a keen hand at least.
Yeah. 2, 3, 6 or 2, 3, 4? No 4? Straight flush draws are a complete
They're actually
sando
pretty strong in
usually.
this game because you make straights, you make flushes, you can still make trips.
7, 8, 9, 10 or 9? Probably 10,
No,
right?
I keep the 10 for sure.
Oh, for crying out
Shouldn't have.
sakes, that was brutile.
But yeah, this game is just, you have to play for a while.
Yeah. Well, how much time do we got for dinner? Let's see here. Maybe I should drive. That's the problem. What do you think about that?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it could be you is the problem. You're taking credit for this one? All right. Here we go. Oh, look at that.
Right away.
Do I take the...
You hold the 8 as well.
I hold the 8, yeah. Because the odds of getting a 3-card royal draw, what, 1,000 to 1? Which one do you like here? Flush?
Probably go for the flush. It's probably pretty close right there.
Yeah, so if you have 3 to the royal, it's 1,000 to 1 shot. So usually,
hand,
yeah,
right?
yeah, usually you hold the
Yeah, it's like 1,080-ish.
you'll hold the what you call it, the 4th spade for the flush
If anybody
draw.
can talk and play, it's Matt.
Yeah, I can.
You should do your announcing, your hand announcing.
All right, we got 4. We wanted 2 there. Okay, the straight flush. I don't think it's a great hold. Always a whiff on that. All right, we got 2 10s. Oh, we got popped 1 4 of a kind. But in the old bonus poker, the 4 of a kinds only pay 125. So, but with the multiplier effect, that's okay. Look at that. Bar deuces pays 200. There's 800. All right, here we go. Now we got 5s. We got some 4x's. We hit out. I don't think we won on that hand. Ace king, great hand in poker. Not so much in video poker. All right, here we go. We got the Boffa-D's nuts. Let's fill it up, Buttercup. There we go. We got 1. 7, 9, 10 jack, or just jack in this case with that many multipliers. Okay, I think the straight comes more often than you think there. And we got the old 5, 6, 9 of the straight flush versus the queen. It's the old double gapper. You don't do it.
Do you think you could be a sports announcer?
I really think I could. 9 does connect with the 10 jack, so it's a straight flush draw. No chance at the royal. We did pull a flush on the river up top. Missed that. Oh, we got it. Made it win. Booked 120 on $100 bet. That time got 90 back, but a lot of multipliers. Dodged anything good there. On the king, he got 60 back. We really need some flushes here. Averages 2 or 3. We pulled an average, got the queen on the river, 11x, and made it a $215 payout. Pair of 6s with a full plate turned into 120. Just if we can keep booking these singles back to back, and then we're good. Go ahead.
I don't think there's anybody on the planet that can do that better than you.
Yeah? Well, thank you. Maybe they're hiring like the ESPN of
Video
slot.
poker?
Yeah, video poker.
Is this your inner monologue when you play the game?
I think so. I have no inner monologue. Yeah, I think it's somewhat of my inner monologue. Look at that. All right, Jack. Let's go. Come on. Here we are. Now I'm back. Okay, now you guys are making me self-conscious. Let's go. We got a flush. 11x. Made it worth it. Okay, the jacks. They always give you that. The four flush, and then you got to take the pair. You want the flushes, but you got to take the pair, take the money, pull it off the table. 3 flush here. We got to get one. We've got one up at the top left. All right, queen only. That's kind of a disaster. 10 back, it's a 90% loser. Oh, look at that. 4 of a kinds with no multipliers. Got the full houses. I almost prefer those sometimes. Ace queen to the royal on a 12x would be $48,000. That would be a good one. Perfect ending to a Sandista day. We should have stayed on stinking rich, but you know what I mean? Hindsight, they say, is 20/20. Unlike my vision, which seems to be getting worse every year. I tell you what, eventually I'm going to probably be blind as a damn bat too, and deaf. Certainly not dumb though. Some people start off that way. I had a good run. All right, now we're logging. Dad used to say 7, 8, 9, 10 versus the things.
Small pair.
Yeah. All right, here we go. How many? 3.
0.
That looked like 0 to me. Hey, Jack. Now we get something, of course, with no multipliers. Very typical. All right, Jacks. I thought we had 3 jacks, but we were a jack off there. All right, and now we got something. I think we're good. This is a momentum-based game. You start to really get into the rhythm and then just like pay, 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 pay. Let's see that happen right now. Okay. Idiot.
Silver medal hold.
Silver medal hold right
hold,
there.
yeah.
Ace 10 deuce, you think?
You've been waiting all day to say that.
It was on the podium of holds. One of the best.
Yeah. Second best hold. That's not bad. Idiot. What was it? A single gap or straight flush draw?
7-8, I think.
All right. Versus what did I hold?
A jack.
Oh, yeah, idiot. All right. Oh, it looks like a lot of kings coming out of the gate there. All right, we're at 28.80, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 flush versus ace queen. I never have understood that hold, but all right, we'll take it. And we got ace 3-4 versus threes. The threes, the pair is almost always the way to go. Complete Sando with,
That's a sand.
oh boy. Oh boy, 2 in a row with 10 back. Those get expensive. A $9 loser.
So total innage on the day is 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
Oh.
Idiot!
Not that may not have even been the silver.
No, that
No,
one.
that was not on the podium of
That was a
holds.
bronze medal
also
hold.
ran.
Complete. Well, you're trying to make me get
Yeah.
credit for talking and playing. It's not.
Yeah, you're getting a participation medal for that one.
How much
Showed
do
up
you
to
figure?
practice.
How much did that cost? And didn't you say one time there were some people you played with where if they make mistakes like that, they'd make you pay for them?
There are people who think that way. Yeah.
Like, so how much do I owe you for that bad hold? Would you say? What was?
Want me to look it up?
Yeah, figure out the value of
I mean,
it.
yeah.
But how do you do it over time? Over like
Super.
over with the multipliers on the next hand. How do you determine the value of that mistake and how much I owe?
We can just look at the EV of one hold versus the EV of the actual hold.
Oh, okay.
Multiplied by the bet.
All right, well, let's figure out what it was. He's looking it up. Now, where do you look up such stuff? Do
I'm
you?
not sure exactly what our multipliers were, but using an average number,
Okay.
you would have been off better off holding 885 than what you held. You can say that.
Yeah, what did I hold?
It cost you $70.
Really?
Yeah.
$70 mistake. Idiot. Well, a lot less than what it cost me to get off Stinking Riches and go on Cleopatra.
Well, but that could have been jet money, you know?
I know. Well, I mean, the only way to get jet money would be to hit like the $1 Million Dragon Link. Or, well, how much would be like a, okay, dealt full
You have
house.
to hit it 12 times according to
480.
you.
480.
I get 480 grand if I got a dealt full house followed by a dealt royal here. So, I guess ace king. I hate this hole. All right.
But you know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That $70 could have gone in the account towards the jet.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Well, there's sadly no such account exists even yet. But nice. All right. Listen, oh Jesus. All right. Look like a lot of kings. Let's go. Let's go. Rally time. Okay. King Jack. Sando hand. Oh, made it a winner though. Oh, that looked like a lot of nines. Pull it up. Not a single one, eh? Ooh, fours. We needed them. All right, made it a winner. Tens, eh? Hit that 12x. Idiot. Oh, looked like a lot of threes.
Just give us a chance. Like, dealt 3 aces, dealt 4 to the royal with some multipliers.
I know, we just need one good one here. Jack, Queen, King in this case, right? Okay, jacks. You know what the Motown hand is, EJ?
2 pair, jacks and 5s.
You got it.
Only because I've probably sat next to you for this game for thousands of hours.
Thousands of hours. It's a slight exaggeration.
You think?
No, maybe not.
Certainly in the hundreds.
I think it's a slight exaggeration, but
Close to 1,000 hours.
I don't know, yeah. All right, how many hearts? Have a heart.
Oh, you made 2 flushes. That's good.
That is? I like 3 or more in that case. Let's see if I can not do any more silver medal holds or bronze medal holds or off the podium holds. All right, well, let's see. We came here with the intention on getting stinking rich, and I would say we have done a pretty good job of doing quite the opposite. Coming up on
We could have flown
15,000.
halfway to Atlantic City for this money.
See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we just quit gambling and then just
Fly private
fly
every day?
private every day instead.
That doesn't make much sense
Royal.
because you can't
One
win
time.
flying private.
No, well, I don't know. Maybe let's find a way. 3, 4, 7, 8. No, that's a tough one.
it's an interesting hole. That one's not on the podium either.
Oh.
You gotta hold the 6.
You have to. It's a law.
Must.
All right.
Oh,
How
here
about
we
this?
Yeah.
4,400 aces there would have been helpful. At this point in time would have made us a little better to even on the game. We really need something big here. Or it's basically just starting to look just like any old slot machine, bleeding you dry. All right, what do you guys think? I guess we got to win something here. You can't quit until you win in life.
Fill it up.
Remember that time I forgot to hold the second pair?
Oh yeah.
WBG never let me hear the end of that one.
Really? I said it one time.
Yeah, you should have held both the pairs. It was just the way you said it. Stuck with me. All right, ready? How many? 3. 1, idiot. 3s? How about 11x?
Seems like the lesson has served you well.
5, 6, 9 or ace jack?
There's a double gapper.
The double gapper is no good, eh? 3 of them. One of them. 7th on the 11. Idiot. All right, here we go. Oh, see, they always give you the 4 hearts with the pair. You got to take the pair. You want to take the 4 hearts. I wonder what would have been better there.
Well, usually the pair. That's why you hold it.
Yeah?
You mean if you had gone the other way?
1. All right, how many? 3? Oh, we got the right one at least. All right, Bofa. All right, now we're logging. Come on. Rally time. Oh, for crying out sakes.
That's a disaster.
Jeez, all those wasted multipliers. Jack 6, 7 isn't my favorite hold either. All right, I could do this all day. I'm probably gonna run out of money soon anyway. All right, come on.
You love this game, huh, Matt?
I really do, because you're never out of it. It's like this in Buffalo Link, you know what I mean? I've had just so many wins that I know that, yeah, you got to take your lumps, but eventually a Delt Royal is coming. I have gotten them.
Yeah, you're definitely never out of it in Ultimate X. Even of all the games, Ultimate X is the one you're definitely not out of.
No, not out of it. A lot of options here. Jack King off, not my favorite hand or thing. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, where avoided those multipliers like the plague, huh? Oh boy.
Get the dead cat bounce.
Oh
off the board
boy,
there.
here we go. This is absolute disaster. Come on. All right, on the river. Ace Jack, disaster of holds. Queen King off, not going to get us much there. Ace 2 4 5 is a hold that a lot of people would miss there, I think. They didn't know the W's.
Yeah, they just hold that ace.
Yeah.
Those big aces, but you want the straight.
Oh yeah. This case,
disaster.
this is a complete. Oh, wow. Look at that.
How
That's
do you get 3 of them holding 3 and like 1 of them holding 4?
3 again, or just the ace here with all
Just
those?
the ace.
Just the ace with all those. All right, come on, fire it in there. All right. Here we go. Jack.
8s.
Oh, what about 8s? WBG even said Queen Jack there. See? Even
Oh, you had a
super.
pair?
Even supercomputers make a mistake. Now this
EJ
case,
tapped me on the shoulder.
this case it is 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, look at that.
Well,
Oh, that would have been just such a happy ending.
make a straight flush.
Oh, for
Oh.
God's sakes.
How do you get nothing out of a straight flush draw?
Dead.
Dead idiots. Oh, my Lanta. $15,000 down the tubes, and I was in such good spirits. Weirdly, I still am. At some point, do you get used to getting punched in the face? Like those, I guess like those UFC guys or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, hit me again, casino. I'll take that 15,000 right on the chin, and I'll be back tomorrow for more. But anyway, this is getting to the point where it's getting serious. The last few days we've gotten completely and utterly smoked, if I remember correctly.
Maybe a little bit more than the last few days, but
Yeah,
it's been a downtrend.
A very bad trend lately. I've been watching the balance of the coffers not go in the right direction. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. Starting tomorrow, be sure to tune in, and if by some weird thing you're not subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe for this, because starting tomorrow we are going to do round 2 of the winning competition. Who of the 4 of us is the best at winning? Now we are going to, each guy is going to go with certain rules that I'm not going to get into right now because I don't remember them, but we'll talk about those tomorrow. And then we are going to go in order from worst to first. So EJ is going to go first because he was the worst, no surprise there. I was the second worst. Probably no surprise there. The W's battled it out, both with booking tremendous wins in last time's competition. So W2 is going to go third, and then our reigning winning champion WBG is going to go fourth. So over the coming, what's hopefully months, we're going to string together winning days like you've never seen before. Enough of this just idle chit chat about pointless hopes and dreams and high school proms and other nonsense. We're focused on winning starting tomorrow. This bankroll is going in a northerly direction. We hope to see you there.